Hey everybody, welcome. My name is Matthew. Thanks for joining. Today I'm going to try to do something I haven't done before. Let's talk economics and hockey. All right, so for those hockey fans and non-fans alike, if you have or have not seen, my native Latvia took bronze medal yesterday, third place in the World Hockey Championships 2023 in Tampere, Finland, over the great United States in overtime. Arturs Shilovs, as well, the goaltender, taking home MVP of the tournament. Congratulations to you guys. It's a national holiday today. Let's just take a look a little bit at the scenes here.
Zonā Daugaviņš laužās uz vārtiem. Mēģināja saspēlēties. Medis vārti! Robins! Kristians Robins! Tā ir nirvāna!
Absolute bedlam in Tampere.
And we did it for them. We did it for our country. And we did it for everyone. You just see us. But there is so many good people behind this scene.
Bet redzam, ka viņš tik labi pieslēdzās ar tik labu slidošanu. Es domāju, mēs ceru, ka dos viņam labu iespēju Ziemeļamerikā, jo viņš to ir pelnījis. Un pats galvenais, kas atnāca.
Amazing stuff for a country of 1.9 million taking down the great United States here in the World Championships for the bronze. As I mentioned, it's a national holiday. There's an image of the Saima, the parliament, Latvian jerseys. Here's local news. Here's, that's actually not a recent one, is it? That's myself in Salt Lake 21 years ago at the Olympics there. Latvia did not make it out of the group. We have had a lot of close calls over the years in both the Olympics and the Worlds. Just really, really happy for the team that they actually got it done here. In the semifinals, they were up over the mighty Canadians until 10 minutes left to go in the third. Eventually lost that one, but I can assure you, winning this bronze medal as such a small nation in the great world of hockey sport is just enough for them. It is sweeter than gold. I can assure you about that. And like I said, national holiday. Just so happy for the fans. If you don't know, Latvia, as well as all Eastern European countries, we had a huge diaspora after World War II. So you have Latvians in Australia, New Zealand, England, Germany, America, Canada, Brazil, all over the world. So it doesn't actually matter where you go, although we do focus primarily on the winter sports. We have a bobsled tradition here. We have a hockey tradition. It doesn't matter really where you go. If you're talking Olympics or World Championships specifically in hockey, you are going to see some great, amazing Latvian fans. They actually are famous. So very, very happy for the fans. Very, very happy for the country. And look, this is how you should do it, right? All right. If you want to go up against another nation, big or small, culturally, historically, in whatever way, what better way to do it than with sport? Just so happy for everyone. Very, very big props. Congratulations to everyone in Latvia and the team today. And with that, I'm going to actually pivot and show some economic growth for the country over the last 30 years. Now, I don't talk about GDP too much for a variety of reasons. I've said it's not very interesting. It's this kind of slow, dull figure that's posted every year with some estimates by these gargantuan international bodies like the IMF. But you can actually see something here. Again, talking about comparing the big with the small. If you look at GDP per capita, as I mentioned, Latvia 1.9 million people. That's actually down from when I moved to Latvia full-time in 2006. And the United States, 330 million plus people there. So you got to turn things into GDP per capita. If we looked at just straight up GDP, you'd see the United States is going to post somewhere around $27 trillion in GDP this year, whereas Latvia is estimated to post about a $50 billion gross domestic product. So if you take a look here at the time series, back to 1992, when we got out of the illegal Soviet Union annexation from June 1940, $633 per capita. All right, so amazing growth. We unfortunately had a credit bubble, as you do in the global financial crisis, and we fell 25% and another 5% for a total of 30% over 2 years from 2010 since 2008. It was actually the biggest contraction in an economy in the world. But we recovered and back up to $25,000 per capita today. Now, compared to the United States, again, compare the big with the small, we got a long way to go still, okay? But the trend is there. So back in 1992, the United States' GDP, $25,000 per capita. All right, smaller population, smaller GDP in both cases. 633 for Latvia. That's a ratio of 40x, 40 times smaller economy. Today, the ratio is a little bit more than 3x, okay? Almost 3x difference. All right, still 3 times smaller per capita. But look, if you want to compare the big with the small, again, look at things on a per capita basis. This is the way you do it. Also, win bronze medals in world championships. That's fantastic. But this is how you do it. This is how you see how your economy is growing. This is what free markets do. This is what capitalism does. And just for good measure, as you know, I'm on the subject of competition and how it's better to do this stuff in sport rather than war. Let's take a look at our warmongering eastern neighbor in Russia. They're the blue tomato line here. They're lower. They're lower than Latvia on a per capita basis. Actually, they always have been since the late 90s. They bumped above a little bit, but since Putin's first invasion and continuous invasion of Ukraine in 2014, I was actually in Kiev during the Sochi Olympics. During this time at Maidan, it was a remarkable situation. Russia has never gotten back. So again, I have all sympathies to ordinary citizens, certainly in Ukraine, but in Russia as well. But as for your tyrannical looting dictators, they've done nothing good for you. Again, GDP, it's not a perfect measure. I know you got inflation in here, but all countries are dealing with inflation, whether it's the dollar, the euro, or the ruble. You can see that Russia, the big compared with the small, comparing the United States, Latvia, and Russia, is worse, which is remarkable. It's remarkable that a nation with such great natural resources, some of the top 3, 2, maybe even 1 in certain categories, has some of the most natural resources in the world, loots and steals from their people, and you can see they're much worse than even Latvia. We're not quite double, but $10,000 more per capita. It's pretty wild. So again, my heart always goes out to Ukrainians, our eastern neighbors who are fighting for their own freedom. They're fighting for their own 1776, their own 1991, again, which they certainly deserve. And look, I have all sympathies for all ordinary, average citizens that are up against it from tyrannical dictators. But look, free markets work, competition, capitalism works. You can see it with a simple indicator like GDP per capita. Latvia, 80% better than Russia on a per capita basis, and I don't see that changing anytime soon as Russia continues to become a pariah in the international community. So again, if you want to compete, if you want to show off your culture, your people, however you want to do it with sport. Don't do it with guns and bombs. I'm really proud of the nation of Latvia for doing that today, certainly standing with our Ukrainian friends as always. So happy for the team, so happy for the fans, and so happy for Latvia for going out and getting after it and getting that bronze medal. Apsveicu, Sarau. Take care.